Now then guys, welcome to Strasz Gaming. I'm Luke and welcome back to 10 years on in the future for my Leicester City Let's Play save. We left off, we won the league, we won the Champions League, we won the League Cup again, wasn't it? Yeah, we won all that. I retired the manager and then I've simmed it 10 years into the future. So it's what, 2035 now? And we're going to have a look to see how Leicester have actually got on, see if they managed to stay as a top 4 team, see if they'd managed to win any more trophies, win the league again. Obviously, I had a very, very good team. I had some good youth coming through, but then I did have quite an ageing team as well. Oh, I've got a coughing fit going on. Yeah, so I've got an ageing team as well. I had like an ageing back four, like with the likes of Rob Holding, Harry Maguire. And yeah, I feel like it was just coming to the point where Leicester needed to start to invest, rebuild a little bit. We did have some good players there like McCure, Chris Scott. We had a youngster called Dan Hall, which I played a couple of times. I don't know how he's got on. Quinzero, whatever his name was, Victor, a winger. He looked all right. There's a couple of other players that I bought in, but we're just gonna have a look, see how Leicester's got on, how the league's kind of went. So first of all, what I'm going to do is just flick through the leagues, the years in the league, and just see where Leicester finished. Then we'll dive into a bit more detail on Leicester City. So here we were. This is where we left off last time. We won the league eventually. So where did we come next? Oh my God, that's not good. We finished 6th. Leicester City finished 6th. Year after winning the Champions League and the league, they didn't even get to the top 4. They didn't. For the first time in how many years is that? They didn't get into the top 4. Let's have a look. 1, 2, 3, 5 years. So for 5 years, Leicester have been a top 4 team. But then for some reason, I quit and left, and they ended up getting 66 points, finishing in 6th place. That's not looking good for Leicester, is it? Right, let's have a look, see what they did the next season. Ah, right, okay. 2nd. That's more like it, guys. Man United obviously beating them by, what, 4 points? Ridiculous. Man United is still running away with it. That's more like it. 2nd place. Good. Next year, how do you reckon they've done? 7th. That's again not good. Where else did they finish? I'm going to keep flicking through. 7th, 8th. That's, again, it's not looking good. 6th place there. 7th. As I go for a 3rd there we go, now the back up. As I keep clicking through, what year is this? This is year 2032-33 season. We managed to get back into the Champions League. So what, 4 years? Without being in the Champions League, they've managed to get themselves back into it. The following year, again, finished in 7th. So definitely consistently top table kind of team. And I think this is the final season. Where did they finish? 9th. Yeah. Yeah, and this is the current season. So 10 years on, Leicester finished 9th in the Premier League. That's not looking good for Leicester City, really, is it? Let's have a look to see then. Who have we got? Who's this guy's manager? No idea. Lewis. People may know him. What's his history? What's he done? Was he a player? Career stats. He was a player. He's now manager. When did he take over? He was manager of Juventus, and then he's just joined now. I feel like probably... Can we go into history? Can we have a look at managers? Where is it? Let's have a look at the managers they've had and see. So here we go. So I took over from Claude Puel, and they've had a lot of managers since I was here, and already I've just seen something is not good. So we had myself, who won 1 league title, 7 cup wins. Did well, but then Diego Simone took over. He was in the job for 1 year and 355 days. Left manager role. He did. He won 2 cups. So I don't know what it was. We'll have a look at them in a sec. Oh no, here we go. He won the World Cup winners and the English Community Shield. Did he really real cups? Anyway, and then yeah, he left his role. I wonder where he went. He must have had another job offer, did he? Let's have a look at this guy's history. Milestones. So he left. He left to go manage Chelsea. which, yeah, fair dues. It was a step up. And Jose Mourinho was in the job. Wasn't in the job for a year, though. 325 days. Managed to get himself sacked, which if we have a look at the form Leicester have been in, obviously, league-wise, they've been sacked. Julius Caesar, again, he was sacked. Then another guy, he was, what, 336 days. Sergio, I mean, he was in the job for 3 years before he got sacked. Graham Mills was in the job for 9 days. Ah, okay, was a caretaker. This geezer was in the job for a year, got sacked, and then obviously Lewis is in there now. But it's kind of ruined it now because they haven't won the league. They've not won any cups since I've been there. Why? What have they done? What have they done? I'm just trying to think now. Where do we go from here? We've seen that. Let's have a look at the transfers, shall we? Transfer history. Let's go back to the season. Yeah, so this is my last transfer season. This is who I brought in, who I sold. So let's just have a quick look next season. What did they do? So £15 million they managed to sell, and they brought in £25 million worth of players. Anyone here that they kind of sold? Jacob Gill, who I bought in, well, he went on a free. Victor, he went out on loan. Laundry went out on loan. I don't know who this guy was. He's gone out on loan. Sunday, he got sold. Session went on a free. Don't blame him. They sold Ben Chilwell. Ben Chilwell, he did really well for us. They sold him for $6 million to Wolves. That's not good. Who else they done? Evan Swift, he went on. No, they sold Evan Swift as well to Watford. Bobby Mackay went out on loan. I'm going to have a quick look at some of these players now, shall we? No, I'm not. I'm going to flick through and then I'll come back and have a look at some of these players. Next year, they've sold £8 million worth of players. Anyone here that we know? Perez, did I bring him in? Or did they bring him in? I don't know, I've just clicked on him now. I don't remember bringing him in. No, they must have brought him in. No. Do you know what? Yeah, no. Ignore me. Yes, they brought him in. Let's go through. Miguel, he went out on loan. Gills left on a free. Victor went to Valencia. Esteban, he left for $4 million. Session left to Huddersfield for $2 million. Who else? Dan Hall, he went on loan to Fulham, so at least he's got a decent loan move in. They bought in 2 players, 30-odd million. Here we go. So they bought £82 million worth of players. They bought in. Don't know any of these guys. Won't really look into that. £15 million worth of sales, though. So let's have a look, see what we'll do. Laundry, he ended up leaving the club to, Olympiacos, is it? It's $11 million. Harry Kane went on loan to West Ham. Any other team here? Dan Hall went on loan again. Not really seeing any of the... Miguel, he was sold to Wolves. Okay, let's have a look. So none of the big names so far, like Chris Scott, Casper Dolberg, all that sort of them people, haven't been sold or moved on or anything like that. I've just seen something big there. So the £70 million. Lucas Toussaint, I always said his name wrong. He went on a free. So he was at the club for a while. Jacob Gill, again, he went out on a free. Chris Scott, he went to Arsenal, £25 million. And that's quite an underwhelming fee. I would have thought Chris Scott would have gone for real big money. Maybe, obviously, he didn't become the superstar that I thought he would have been. Who else we got? Kurt Zuma, he's still around. A couple of seasons in. Went out on loan. Again, did anyone retire? Release players. Yeah, Harry Kane went on a free. Harry Winks went on a free transfer. Rob Holding, Erdegaard, Sapan. So all these guys in the season of 29-30 all left. What about the season before? Casper Dolberg, he went on a free as well, and he must have retired. Okay. So that's all of them. So let's just keep clicking through, see if there's any more names that I think that should be there. Come on. Keep looking through to see if they sold anyone. Don't recognise any of these players here. But £161 million was sold. So some of these guys that they brought in, they've managed to sell for big money. Teresa, I think I bought him in, didn't I? As a right back. I'm pretty sure that I bought this kid in. Let's have a look. Yeah, he did. Played 35 games for us and he did really well. Well, how did he do? So he played for Leicester for quite a bit. Didn't play. Because yeah, he went on loan. Well, went for the move, big money move. Played for Arsenal for a bit. Okay. I think we're getting to the end of the transfers of who we're going to know. I'm probably not going to look at any more transfers. They've spent a lot of money though, 101 million. I don't know who any of these players are. So, yes, transfer-wise, okay. So what we're going to look at next? What should we have a look at? So, yeah, let's just go history. We'll confirm that they haven't won anything else. So, yeah, 1 European Cup, which is the Champions League, 2 Premier Leagues, a Cup World Championship, which I didn't win, Europa League, which I managed to win, 2 FA Cups. 2 FA Cups? I thought we were more than that. Obviously, no. So they haven't won the FA Cup since 7 Sky Bet Championships, 5 Carabao Cups, 1 League, 1 and 3 Community Shields. Okay. Schedule-wise, let's just have a look, see what they've been doing, see if they've got into any of these competitions. I don't know an easier way of looking, actually. Is there on this screen if I click on, say, this, to see how we've got on? No, that didn't work. Let's have a look at records, though. Right, here we go. Records. See if any of these. So, Tammy Abraham, that's a good point. I didn't see him on any of the transfer lists. Let's have a quick look. Go to Tammy Abraham, because he was absolutely awesome for us. Most goals in a season, 47 goals. He, obviously, is now retired. He went to West Ham afterwards. 225 appearances, 132 goals for Leicester City, which is just incredible. His history's not there. We can't see it. That's annoying. He's just completely gone out of the game. Good, though, for him. Look at that. 225 appearances for Leicester. You can't go wrong with that. 47 goals. Most league appearances for the club. We weren't going to beat that. 528. Maybe if I stuck around and played Chris Scott a loads more games. I don't know if that was even possible. Anyone else? The highest average rating? Kasper Dolberg in that season there, so he won that. Any others? Fastest goal? No one's going to beat that 9 seconds from Matty Fryer. Who else? Okay, most assists. This kid's new. George whatever, that's not his name. George Giovino, whatever, it's not Giovino, is it? This kid, he looks pretty decent, to be honest with you, doesn't he? Who else we got? Kasper Dolberg, he had most player of the matches, most clean sheets, silver. Who else? Most games won in a row, that was what we won. Most games without losing, 20, got broken in 2031, so recently that got broke, so that's pretty decent. What else? Most games without conceding. We got that as well. Highest transfer. Yeah, Harry Winks, which I bought in. That's about it, really. So, not a lot's changed there. What else is there, players? Yeah, so there's not a great deal there. But let's just have a look for some of these players, you know, the ones that we had, like the youngsters, to see who we thought was going to be good. Let's just have a quick look to see where they are. Chris Scott. This is going very slow. I can't spell Chris. Here we are. We found Chris Scott. So he's now playing for Atlanta. Let's have a look at his history. So he played a long time for Leicester. 338 appearances he's made. Obviously not all of them for Leicester. We left. Then that's when we left. He had 22 games for us, 10 goals, 2 assists. He followed that up by the next season scoring 11 goals, no assists. Not performing great, you see. Again, 29 appearances, 12 goals. Did all right. Went to Arsenal. That must have been in January for 25 million. 25 appearances, 6 goals. So he hasn't really been scoring the goals. Yes, he moved over to Italy to play for Atlanta. Is it Atlanta? Anyway, yeah, went over to Italy. 38 games, 17 goals. It's not too bad, is he? Not too bad. How many caps did he get? 16 caps for England, 4 goals. All right. Right, Dan Hall, because I remember he was a up-and-coming star in midfield, but as we saw earlier on, he got transferred to someone else. Oh my God, come on. Dan Hall. Right, he's not coming up. I'll find him in a second, guys. Right, guys, so I'm trying to find Dan Hall, but he's actually completely gone out of the game. He's not, it won't let me click him, which is quite annoying. So we don't even know how Dan Hall got on. We went on loan to Millwall. Where did they sell him to? Has he just gone into a league that I can't see? That just seemed to have disappeared. Right, so I'm going to try and find Victor now because he looked promising wherever he is. So we'll be back for a second. We'll look at Victor and see how he's kind of got on. There we go. Victor, he moved to Tottenham for 32 million quid. Is he still at Tottenham, do you reckon? Probably not. 10 years on. He's still a Tottenham player. He's had 15 caps for Portugal, 5 goals for him. I thought he was going to be the next Ronaldo, to be honest with you. Let's have a look at his history. So he did well for Leicester. To be honest with you, he started playing a lot of games for us. When was it? When we had him? Here we go. He didn't play a lot for us, to be honest with you. Four games. He didn't do a lot. Then he went on loan to Derby. Did well at Derby. 30 appearances, 4 goals, 6 assists. 4 player of the matches. Did all right at Valencia again, getting a couple of goals. Came back to Leicester. Only played 5 games. Then he was looking like he was a regular in the team. And then Tottenham have snapped him up. £32 million, 27 appearances, only 1 goal. So he's not been performing that well for Tottenham. So I don't know how Tottenham have been in the league. I'm just trying to think of who else I should probably look for. I think that's about it. So obviously 10 years on into the future, not a lot has kind of really happened with this Leicester squad. I've left and they've just gone downhill, which is not good. I've just seen that there's an encoder problem and I'm not even doing anything. So I don't know if I have to proper watch this video now. My laptop is struggling to record and I haven't recorded for a while, but it just keeps coming up with an encoder message. So I think I need to do a proper sweep of it, but we'll get into that at some other time. Other thing we'll just notice, we'll just have a quick look at the who's won the Premier League. So this was ourselves. Man United won it twice, Tottenham once, Man United then won it again, then Arsenal, Chelsea, Arsenal, Chelsea. It looks like Man United have finally kind of fallen off the boil a little bit, and Arsenal and Chelsea are going to be the ones to beat. Anyway, guys, that's just going to be the end of this video. Leicester City 10 years on. It was a good save. I enjoyed this Leicester save. If you actually watched it from start to finish, let me know. It was special. My first ever Football Manager YouTube save. I managed to finish it, unlike this York save I've got going on. That's just going to end, isn't it? It's just not going to finish that. But Football Manager 2019, keep your eye out on the channel for the Football Manager 2019 content. Fingers crossed I can sort my laptop out so it's going to run it. There is a new PC I want. I just can't quite afford it. So hopefully, fingers crossed, this will run Football Manager 2019 fine, this laptop. If not, I'm going to cry, panic buy a PC and put myself into debt, which I don't want to do. Anyway, I'm going to end it here now, guys. So again, just leave a like on the video, subscribe if you're new. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know if you enjoyed the Leicester save. Let me know if you thought we were going to have the fall of what they are, finishing in 9th place last season. But anyway, needs to stay better. Can't speak, so I'm going to end it here. See you later, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.